Chosen one, what I'm about to share with you is urgent. This message is not by coincidence. God has led you here for a divine reason. Heaven has been quietly arranging moments, thoughts, and nudges in your life to bring you right to this exact second. There is a divine appointment happening between your spirit and the voice you are hearing. Somewhere deep inside, you can already feel it. A stirring, a pull, a sense that something in your life is about to change in a way you cannot fully explain. This is God calling your attention, inviting you into a sacred turning point. Scripture says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you." Jeremiah 29:11. And right now, those plans are beginning to unfold in front of your spiritual eyes. You are standing on the edge of a breakthrough that has been prepared for you long before you were born. But here is the truth many people never realize. Destiny does not activate itself. The plan of God is real, powerful, and already written, but it requires your agreement, your alignment, and your willingness to see differently. Heaven is whispering, "Let your eyes be opened." God is saying to you, in a way that is both literal and symbolic, "Put these drops in your eyes." It is time for your vision to shift, for your perception to rise to a new level. Without this change of sight, you can walk past miracles and never notice them, miss divine opportunities that were meant for you, and stay trapped in cycles God has already given you the grace to escape. For we walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. Yet for your faith to move you, your inner sight must awaken. Before we go deeper into this urgent message, I need you to do 3 things. Hit that like button. Subscribe. We're on the path to 40,000 subscribers, and you don't want to miss the life-changing messages coming your way. Leave a comment with the number 99. This number carries immense power, and by leaving it, you will amplify this message and send a signal to the universe that you're ready for the truth. And to those who are supporting us and giving to this ministry, whether through the comment section or the Super Thanks feature, understand this. You are not just a giver, you are a co-laborer. We are partners in this divine assignment. Your seed isn't random, it's alignment. It's your way of saying, "God, I'm ready to move when you speak." Be aware though, this is not for everyone. Some will hear these words and feel nothing. Others will dismiss this as coincidence. But if you are a true chosen one, something inside you is already burning, already leaning forward. You feel the vibration of truth in your spirit. Your heart knows that God is calling you. This is your invitation. This is your wake-up call. If you stay with this message until the end, if you lean into it with faith, your perspective on your life, your pain, your past, and your future will not remain the same. The one who has ears to hear, let them hear. Matthew 11:15. This is not entertainment for you. This is alignment. This is instruction. This is God gently placing spiritual drops into your eyes, preparing you to see what is coming next. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when everything seems to pause, as if heaven itself holds its breath. The noise around you continues, the world keeps moving, yet inside, time slows. You sense that you're standing at a thin place between what has been and what could be. This is that moment for you. The voice of God is echoing through the chambers of your heart, not with condemnation, but with a loving urgency. You are not being called by accident. You are being chosen on purpose. You did not choose me, but I chose you. John 15:16. You are being called to awaken from spiritual sleep, to step out of the life that feels merely ordinary and into the life that has always been extraordinary in God's eyes. This awakening is not gentle background music. It is a divine summons. It shakes loose your old limitations. It stirs questions you have buried. It reminds you that your life was never meant to be defined only by bills, routines, and survival. There is a radiant spiritual realm pressing against the edges of your awareness, waiting for you to say yes. But for you to enter that realm, something within you must be cleansed and recalibrated. Those drops God is asking you to put in your eyes represent a holy act of surrender, a willingness to let God wash your inner sight. Imagine simple water, prayed over with sincerity, set apart for a sacred purpose. You hold it in your hands, not as magic, but as a physical reminder of a spiritual reality. When you touch your eyes with that water, you are saying, "Lord, purify my vision. Let me see what you see." Scripture says, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." Matthew 5:8. This is your response to that promise. You are choosing purity over bitterness, clarity over confusion, divine perspective over fear. As those symbolic drops touch your eyes, envision layers of hurt, disappointment, and doubt dissolving. See yourself letting go of the old labels others placed on you. Feel God's light beginning to filter into places that felt dark for years. You are not just asking for better eyesight. You are inviting spiritual insight. This is a small, humble act, but heaven pays close attention to small acts done in great faith. The same God who turned water into wine can turn ordinary moments into holy turning points. Imagine the spiritual lineage you are stepping into. Mystics, prophets, and ordinary believers through the ages have used simple symbols like water, oil, or touch to mark sacred shifts. What you are doing is joining that chain. You are saying, "I am ready, show me." And as you do, something beautiful happens. The world around you begins to shimmer with meaning. You start to notice details that once blended into the background. You see the kindness in a stranger's eyes. You sense that disruptions in your plans may actually be divine redirections. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Psalm 119:105. And now that light is beginning to reflect inside you, your spiritual eyes, once tired or dimmed by life, are starting to open, and what they will see next will change everything. God's plan for you is not a distant philosophical idea, not a vague comfort people repeat when they do not know what else to say. It is alive, it is precise, it is woven into every detail of your story, even the parts you wish you could forget. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him. Romans 8:28. All things, not just the victories, not just the carefully curated moments, also the heartbreaks, the failures, the nights you cried when no one knew right now. That plan is shifting from hidden blueprint to visible construction. You are beginning to move from theory into experience. But God's plan does not unfold in comfort only. It calls you higher, challenges your patterns, confronts your fears. You may feel Him nudging you out of old relationships, old habits, old mindsets that once felt safe but are now too small for the person you are becoming. That discomfort is not rejection, it is refinement. Just as gold is purified by fire, your spirit is being refined by this season. I will refine them as silver is refined. Zechariah 13:9. The drops on your eyes are only the beginning. They awaken your sight, but they also initiate a process. A spiritual baptism is taking place, not just of water, but of purpose. When you allow God to touch your vision, He will also touch your priorities. Suddenly, things that once controlled you begin to lose their power. Fear loosens its grip. The opinions of others fall back into their proper place. Your soul starts to recognize that it was made for more than surviving the day. You begin to hunger for meaning, for impact, for alignment. You start praying differently, not just, God, fix this, but God, use this, God, shape me through this. God, show me what you are doing in this. This is how chosen ones are formed, not in ease, but in encounter. Not by running from difficulty, but by inviting God into it. As your spiritual eyes open, you will find yourself living in two worlds at once. You will go to work, respond to messages, sit in traffic, yet at the same time you will sense currents of grace moving under the surface. You will discover divine appointments in casual conversations. You will feel prompted to encourage someone at just the right moment. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. John 10:27. You will start to recognize that voice. It might sound like a quiet thought, a gentle conviction, a sense of peace or restlessness that will not let you ignore it. The more you honor it, the clearer it becomes. This is how God guides your steps, one prompting at a time, one revelation at a time. You are not being pushed blindly into an unknown future. You are being led carefully by a loving hand that sees the whole path, even when you only see the next step. To fully step into what God is showing you, you are being invited into a sacred practice that many ignore because it seems too simple. That practice is stillness meditation before God, not emptying your mind into nothingness, but focusing your heart on His presence, His word, His voice. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. In a world of constant noise, constant scrolling, and constant distraction, stillness is a radical act of resistance. When you choose to turn off the noise, put your phone aside, and sit quietly with God, you are creating a holy meeting place in time. Imagine closing your eyes and envisioning yourself surrounded by a soft, golden haze, like glowing dust in the air. It is not about seeing something with your physical eyes, but about allowing your imagination to become a canvas for God's whispers. You breathe slowly, you let your shoulders sink. You tell God honestly how you feel, and then you listen. At first, your mind might race. Old worries may echo, but as you persist, as you keep returning to this sacred space, something begins to shift. Your breathing deepens, your thoughts slow. You start to notice a subtle peace rising, like a tide within you. The peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:7. That peace is not empty, it is full of guidance, full of reassurance, full of quiet instruction. In that stillness, your body may react. You might feel tingling in your hands, warmth in your chest, a gentle shaking in your limbs, or waves of emotion swelling unexpectedly. Do not be afraid of these responses. They are signs that something is happening beneath the surface, that your spirit and your nervous system are adjusting to a new level of awareness. Picture a caterpillar in its cocoon. If you watched it closely, you would see movement, tremors, shifts. That shaking is not chaos. It is transformation. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Isaiah 40:31. Renewal often feels strange before it feels natural. As divine energy flows through you, it may bring to the surface feelings you buried long ago. Let the tears come if they come. Let the laughter rise if it rises. Let your heart soften. These are not signs of weakness. They are signs that God is touching the deepest parts of you. Yet there is a warning from heaven woven into this moment. Distraction, anger, bitterness, and hidden resentment can cloud your vision and interrupt the flow of what God is trying to do. When you cling to offense, your spiritual eyes fog over. When you fill your every free moment with noise, you leave no room to hear the gentle whisper of God. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. This is not just a beautiful verse. It is practical instruction. Guard your focus. Choose your atmosphere. Protect your heart. This is a sacred test. Many are invited into spiritual awakening, but not all are willing to lay down what blocks it. You are being asked to rise above the chaos and step into a place of peace, humility, and obedience. When you do, you become like a clear mirror reflecting God's light into the world around you. There is a timing to what is happening in your life right now, a divine schedule that is more precise than any calendar. Look at the sky on a clear night and notice the moon waxing, waning, shifting in its phases. It has been used for centuries as a symbol of spiritual cycles. In this season, the rising moon is a reminder that your window for awakening is open, and it will not stay open in this same way forever. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes T.T.N.T. You're in a time of unveiling, a time when spiritual sight is more accessible, when clarity is closer, when the veil between the seen and unseen feels thinner. This is not to make you anxious, but to wake you from spiritual procrastination. There are invitations that do not wait indefinitely. There are moments that, if missed, do not come again in the same form. God's command in this hour is both simple and severe. Obey. Take the steps He is placing in front of you. Prepare that holy water with intention. Anoint your eyes as a declaration that you are willing to see. Set aside time for true, focused meditation in His presence. Confess what needs to be confessed. Release what needs to be released. This is your part. God will pour out power, but you must provide the surrender. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. Submission here is not about losing yourself. It is about finally aligning with your truest self, the one God dreamed of when He formed you. As you obey, something extraordinary begins to occur. Your inner world, your dreams, and even your daily experiences start to shift. You may begin to receive visions in prayer, images that carry meaning you cannot ignore. I will pour out my Spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams. Your young men will see visions. Joel 2:28. These are not random mental pictures. They are spiritual blueprints. Pay attention to them. Write them down. Pray over them. Ask God to confirm and clarify them. In these visions and dreams, you may see yourself stepping into callings you did not think you were qualified for. You may receive warnings about paths to avoid or encouragement about battles you are currently fighting. You may see symbols that speak to your identity: a key, a door, a river, a crown. These are invitations to conversation with God. Do not be intimidated if you do not understand everything at once. Revelation often unfolds in layers. With each step of obedience, you will understand a little more. With each act of faith, the picture becomes clearer. No eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him. 1 Corinthians 2:9. You are beginning to taste those unseen things now. They may challenge what you thought was possible, but they are leading you into a life that is bigger, richer, and more radiant than anything you have imagined in your own strength. As your spiritual eyes awaken and your heart aligns with God's timing, you will notice something undeniable: manifestations, evidence, fruit answers, breakthroughs that carry the fingerprint of heaven. Areas of your life that felt stuck for years will begin to move. Situations that seemed dead will show signs of life again. Opportunities, relationships, and resources will appear in ways that feel too precise to be coincidence. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. Matthew 7:7. You have been knocking in prayer, sometimes with words, sometimes with tears, sometimes with nothing more than a weary sigh. Now doors are preparing to open, but remember, every blessing also carries responsibility. As God elevates you, heals you, and reveals more to you, He is not doing it only for your comfort. He is doing it so that you can shine. You are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of Him who called you out of darkness into His wonderful light. 1 Peter 2:9. Your story is meant to be a lighthouse for others. The fire God is igniting in you is not a small candle, it is a holy blaze. This inner fire will give you courage to say yes where you used to say no, to step out where you used to hold back, to love boldly where you used to protect yourself with walls. It will move you to forgive when it would be easier to stay bitter, to serve when it would be simpler to stay selfish, to speak hope when negativity is the default. Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. Your perseverance in this journey will inspire others to rise in the night. Your dreams will continue to be a bridge between heaven and earth. They will carry messages, corrections, and confirmations. Keep your journal close. As you wake, write quickly. Even scattered notes can later form a clear picture. During the day, stay alert to divine hints, repeating numbers, recurring themes, chance encounters filled with unusual depth. These are not meant to control you, but to comfort and guide you. Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. James 4:8. The more you lean in, the more you will feel His nearness. And so, here you stand, chosen one, at the threshold of a life you have glimpsed only in flashes. A life where your eyes see with clarity, your heart beats with purpose, and your spirit moves in sync with heaven. This is not a fantasy. This is the invitation in front of you. God is not far away, watching from a distance. He is as close as your next breath, as near as your next act of obedience. He who was seated on the throne said, "Behold, I am making all things new." Revelation 21:5. That newness is not just for the world at large, it is for you. So now, decide. Will you simply listen to this and move on, or will you respond? Will you symbolically place those drops in your eyes, set apart time to be still, obey the nudges of God, and step into the visions and assignments He shows you? This is your sacred moment, your divine intersection, your personal call. If your spirit is burning right now, whisper your yes. Say it out loud if you can. Yes, Lord, I am willing. Open my eyes. Lead me. Use me. You are not ordinary. You are chosen. The time is not later. The time is now. Open your eyes. awaken your spirit, and walk into the destiny that has been waiting for you all along. If this prayer stirred something in your spirit, if the message today spoke into the quiet corners of your life, don't keep it to yourself. Write, "I am seen by heaven, and I will walk in purpose" in the comments below to seal this word over your life. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a message just for you. Until next time, chosen one, walk boldly, walk covered, and walk in truth.